Let's look now at the UK's National Payments Vision. It's all about building a trusted, world-leading payments ecosystem that's delivered on next-generation technology and provides businesses and consumers with a choice of payment methods to meet their needs.
The NPV requires key elements such as a clear and predictable regulatory framework and a resilient payments infrastructure to be in place to support innovation and growth. And Simon Eacott, Head of Payments at NatWest and Chair of the Strategic Participants Group supporting the Pay.UK board, joins us now. Hello, Simon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Now, to kick things off, how will the NPV impact the competitive landscape between traditional financial institutions, fintech startups and big tech companies? And what should established players do to maintain relevance?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great question. I think first up, very much welcome the National Payments Vision. The UK has always been a very vibrant economy, a very vibrant payment space to be in, with a lot of competition across the whole of the ecosystem. So to a degree, I think it's going to enhance all of that. It's going to help develop new propositions, but most important of all, hopefully the end result for the customer is going to be a strong one.
How do you envision regulatory frameworks evolving to support the NPV while balancing innovation with consumer protection and, of course, financial stability?
Yeah. I mean, one of the key elements of the NPV is quite a fundamental shift in the regulatory environment. In the UK, we've not been short of regulators in the payment space over the last few years. But one of the main aims of the NPV is to consolidate a little bit of that, move away from too prescriptive a regulatory environment to much more of an outcomes-based one. And that, I think, will help support and foster innovation. It also means that we will move away from, as I say, overly prescriptive regulation to empowering the industry to actually develop infrastructure going forward, but based on a North Star that's developed by the authorities, a strategy that is well articulated, but gives the industry the guardrails within which to actually develop infrastructure going forward.
And what role will consumer behaviour and expectations actually play in shaping the NPV, particularly when it comes to speed, privacy and user experience? And how might this actually differ across different demographics as well as regions?
Yeah, again, a great question. I mean, I will always start with the end customer, the consumer, and the way their expectations have evolved in recent times has helped to drive the way that everybody acts in society anyway, and payments is no different. So if you start from the consumer and work back, what do they want? They want it there at their fingertips. They want the payments capability to be embedded in wherever they may be, and they want it to be instantaneous. They are restlessly insistent on that consumer experience. So the user experience, I think, will be key within this. In the banking industry, we're very keen to talk about infrastructure and rails and all that good stuff. It's important to maintain that resilience. But actually, if you've not got a compelling proposition for your customers, whether they be consumer or business, then it's not going to be used.
Final question for you, Simon. How will the payments vision accommodate emerging technologies like central bank digital currencies, AI, and of course blockchain, while maintaining system stability and regulatory oversight?
Well, over the last day and a half here at Sibos, I think one of the things I've heard more than anything else has all been about this new technology, whether that's for supporting digital assets or digital currencies or stable coins. Actually, I would take a step back from that. It is going to drive a lot of activity, but again, start from what's it going to do for the customer? What's it going to do for the consumer? What are the use cases that are going to actually be helped to be delivered by this new technology? And then the technology will fit around it. Key things for me, absolutely maintain resilience. Key for me as well is protect your customer from fraud and from the bad actors that are out there, but also to provide interoperability across different payment schemes so that you can actually offer a choice to your consumer. You can offer a choice to your corporate treasurers, for example. So the technology is important, and we've heard a lot about it at Sibos, but never lose sight of the customer.
I'm sure we'll hear a lot more about it over the coming days as well. Enlightening conversation, Simon. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Sibos TV studio sofas. That's Simon Eacott, Head of Payments at NatWest and Chair of the Strategic Participants Group supporting the Pay.UK board. Thank you so much.